Hello, hello, welcome guys. Come on in. How's everyone doing? Let's see. Who did I see? I saw Jenna. Jenna runs in, not bringing the rain, I promise. It's coming. It's not your fault. It's okay. Let's see. Just runs in right behind Jenna. No, I try not to bump into her. Love it. Elaine, morning all. Final tweaks and formatting on my book today. Uploading tonight. Woo! Congrats! That's awesome. Elizabeth, good afternoon. How's it going, hon? I'm glad I bumped into no one. Love it. Hey, Ashley's with us. Hello. Finally get to come to this one for once. I love that. Let's see, Jess, I feel like I haven't been here in so long because the last few weekends have been insane and I either couldn't come at all or I couldn't stay very long. Well, you did pop in and say hi. It's not as productive, but you did get to say hi to us and we appreciate that. I hope you were able to get some stuff done outside of it. Let's see. Where am I here? Let's see. Where did I leave off? Jess, I spent Jenna's sprints last night listening to what I have so far. Oh, interesting. And making notes for what is staying, what goes into figure out another place for this later, and this doesn't fit the story. Oh, love that. Good strategy. Coro, hello. Phyllis, good afternoon. I'm working on several projects today. Very cool. T Thorn, hello. Howdy, howdy. Yes, definitely. Phyllis, quick question. What tools do you use to organize your manuscript revisions? Scrivener, First Draft Pro, others. What I've tried or what I've been satisfied with? Back to Scrivener. I've such a conflict in my mind because I love the fact that we have Google Docs, which allows us to use it in anything and everything, right? We love that, right? I'm gonna drag the screen over here. Yeah, I love it because it allows us to use everything and do everything we want to do, and use it on any system. I mean, anywhere from our phone to our tablets to our, laptops to our computers, but it gets so messy so fast, right? So trying to figure out what actually would work, maybe someone has a better idea of what has actually worked for them, and finding Scrivener is just cleaner, lighter, easier to control. Seriously. Just today's sprints will be filling in gaps for what I have so I can actually move forward. I tried to just write past it, but I can't. It's too chaotic right now. You're so welcome, Elaine. Let's see, Elizabeth. I went to urgent care earlier today and was told that I have tetanus in my right shoulder, which is a repetitive use injury since I do repetitive manufacturing work and use my arms and hands. Oh, I hope they have solutions for you. They might tell you to take a break, which would not necessarily the best thing, but for your body and your long-term health might be what you need. Just some days, yes, but some days it just wasn't possible, but I did always make an attempt. That's good. That's all you need to do. Make the attempt, right? Elizabeth for writing. Sherry, hello everyone. Happy Saturday. Definitely. I'm editing a bit, plus researching and plotting for book 2. Nice. Lane to Phyllis, you know me, I'm a Scrivener. Scrivener, I turn on revision mode and use different colors throughout the different drafts, then Word for final proofs tweaks. Love that structure. Phyllis to Elaine, that sounds interesting. Thanks for sharing. Definitely. Elizabeth, I will be writing with my left hand today in my notebook. I need to change some things up with the plot given certain changes I just decided upon that will make the novel better. Nice. Just sorry guys, I swear I figured this out. Oh, it's you know what, there's nothing I can do about that. That's my provider being annoying. My internet certain parts of the day, on my phone, my data just drops in and out like crazy. It's awesome. But mild twitch is fine. Let's see. Jess, the mess I am untangling is in Google Docs where I put it, but I'm piecing it back together in Scrivener. Love that. I hear a lot of combination of Word and Scrivener and Google Docs and Scrivener. It tends to be that you have to somehow put it in something else, at least, to make it easier to work on. I don't think I've never anyone who directly can. Sarah somehow does it all in Google. I'm not entirely sure how she manages that though. Let's see. For this, I have never used Google Docs, but I'll definitely check it out. I just like it because it's across all machines. It's across all platforms. It doesn't matter what you're on. I'm one of those people who uses a mix of Apple and PC product. So it really does. It's wonderful for that, you know. Elizabeth, my right shoulder through my arm into my hand is tingling too. I was told to see an orthopedic surgeon. I will schedule an appointment with the orthopedist and see what he says to do. Take a break, fun. Take a break. Let your body heal. Just, there was one day I literally wrote one paragraph and that was it, but it was a paragraph more than I had that morning, so it was a win for the day. Definitely. Love that. Hey you all. Daughter's graduation went off without a hitch day. Very nice. It's been an emotional and beautiful day. Oh, I'm there with you. I know, huh? That was me last year. Ashley, I'm creating 3 sales pages with 3 checkout discount links in each one for Shopify. Nice. Triple checking everything because last time I did it wrong. Oh, but that's okay. It's a learning curve, right? Elizabeth, I write slower with my left hand, but I don't want more pain in my left shoulder than I already have. Yes. Sherry to M, congrats. That'll be me in 10 years. Bittersweet. Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy it. It's just one more step in their journey, and we get to be part of it, right? Ashley, I just use Word and Evernote in all my writing. Evernote. I have not tried that one. Interesting. Dawn, hello, good afternoon. Jess, I always keep a copy of my current draft in Google Docs, so if I am at Patrick's, I can use his laptop and not take mine if I'm babysitting. Genius, there you go. Coral, I'm planning on buying a D&D dice set to help me make decisions for my writing. I've been super indecisive and overwhelmed for the past couple of years. Where did you buy yours, Tracy? Which one? Which one? I'm losing track now with the. Where did I buy what? Too many conversations going. Let me backtrack. Can I figure out which I said there? No, I'm lost. I'm lost. Update, please. What are you asking, girl? Elizabeth, I mean right shoulder. Yeah, that's true. I want less pain in my right shoulder. Yes, definitely. Okay, guys. We're going to do things as we've been doing them, and we're going to do our 5-minute journaling with 2 45-minute sprints. So 5-minute journaling, 45, 5 minutes, 45, 5 minutes. For anyone who still wants to do the 2-minute micro sprint plan, what you're looking to use is the prompt in the first sprint I will, or the next sprint I will. If you've, dice. A lot on Amazon, and we have a couple stores, amazing toy stores in the area that are fabulous for collectibles and D&D and, well, pretty much anything you want, actually. I don't know, Kevin Smith actually even came to one of ours toy traders, and he had to sing the praises of it, and I get to live here and have that place. So okay, guys, in the next sprint I will, if you've already written, what you need to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities you're tossing at them to create conflict, complications, and reveal more about relationships, the action steps you're going to take to move through that. So whatever stage of writing you're at, if you're using any type of beat sheets, have that handy, including the graph books, so that you can refer to it if you need to. Or if you're using something online, have that handy as well. Beginning, it can be as simple as beginning, middle, and end for the scene or chapter. Doesn't have to get fancy. You do you, right? You do what works for you. That's always our thing around here, right, guys? The resources you're going to need: favorite scented candle, again, draft books, notebooks, post-its, index cards, anything and everything. Again, different colored pens if you're using that. Whatever it is, bring it all out. Make sure you have everything you need so you will not interrupt flow. Total point to our 45-minute sprints is to really give us a deep flow state. And then finally, the outcome you're looking for, especially if you're connecting it to another scene that you already know. And any story questions you have for yourself. This also can go, all these things can go right into our journaling as well, and to help you to give that shape as well. Rita is with us. Hello. I'm at a friend's at a lake. Lucky girl. But of course I brought my binder with a couple of chapters for us. Nice, very nicely done. Cora, you rolled a dice when our votes for sprints resulted in time for. Yes, I do own them, and we won't discuss how many. Like I said, a lot from Amazon, some from local shops like Toy Traders, and some other shops that I've been into, which I cannot think of the names. Locally, mall type little stores. You can get D&D dice from so many places, so easy enough. Just get what colors feel good for you, whether you like something with a metallic swirl or for writing, you could just use a regular $10 dice. They're perfectly fine. My daughter gets them off AliExpress for like $3 and she loves them, so just enjoy yourself. Get colors that make you feel good. All right. Jenna, tackling admin things despite wanting to do book 2 and 3 things while listening to rain is so relaxing. Look at that in 2 days. It's been over a week of hot temps. We basically had summer already, guys. And it's been nice. It's been very relaxing. I told you guys my daughter was getting her got her learners, and she's been practicing driving. The part I didn't tell you guys is that I don't drive, but I also went and got my learners, so I've been practicing, and I can will hopefully be driving very soon. And yeah, the exciting bit of my life. I took the learners years ago, and I just had to renew it, so I will hopefully, I'm having a good time doing it, so different mindset than I had before. Let's see, Elizabeth, this month has been probably the slowest month of my life, but I'm surviving. Oh, hon, the problems you've got going on there, you be kind to you. Elizabeth, Phyllis to Ashley, I have not tried Evernote. Sounds like an interesting tool. Thanks everyone for sharing the docs you use for your manuscript revision drafts. I love it. Cora, oh, I thought you might have bought yours from an online store for D&D or on Etsy. I've never actually purchased any from Etsy. I don't really see the need to the online store for D&D. Maybe they are superior. Jenna bought a variety of them recently. Any thoughts, Jenna? What you preferred, which price point you kind of found were the better? I mean, I know you got your hubby some of the nice metal ones. What was his feel about them? Let's see, Dawn, there are also story dice that you can roll to help make stories. I own those. Yes, I do. I couldn't tell you in the moment where I put them, but I do own them. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Phyllis to Sherry, me too. I want to learn about revision mode and Scrivener as well. YouTube videos, guys, always, you learn so much. Elizabeth, I'm grateful I'm ambidextrous. Very cool. I'm sorry, guys. Kokoro to Dawn. Yep, there are. And Kokoro to Elizabeth. Hope you get the help you need. Yes. Dreaming Truth. Hello, Elaine. I also use snapshots of each chapter so I can roll back if necessary. Nice. Elizabeth to Coral. Thanks. Yolanda, sneaking in late. Hey, hon. How's it going? Jess, but the real question is, do you have more dice or washi tape? Oh, washi tape. Could never have too much washi tape, guys. Jordan, hello. Hey, Tracy. I don't know if I've asked you what you do. Physio? I'm not sure what you're asking there, hon. What's physio? Let's see. Elizabeth, we're in the same boat, Tracy. Rita, that's so brave, Tracy. I have no desire to drive. It's actually funny. Our generation, there's quite a few of us that just kind of went, I don't know if I need to do this. Phyllis, are we going to vote on sprint lengths and time say? Nope, we're going to go 5 and 45s and dive right on in and just go nice and deep. Elizabeth, same here. I would have gotten into an accident a while ago if I had my driver's license a while ago. I had issues that prevented me from being a good driver before, but now I've got it with driving. Yeah. For me, it was ending up in super heavy, chaotic traffic that I was not ready for. And it took any confidence that I had actually gained and tossed it out the window. I was so not ready for that. And knocked me down a peg. Let's see. Dawn, metal dice are superior to crystal dice. Good to know. Phyllis just finished updating my writer Kanban board. Ready to get some words on the page. Elizabeth, I should be passing the road test on July 7th and getting a car once I have the permanent license. Congrats, hon. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on in. So let's do our 5-minute journaling. I'm going to get out my new notebook. Loving this thing, guys. It's so pretty. And I'm going to use my laptop today with Scrivener. And I'm going to try to go back and forth and I'm trying a new thing here. There's the author. Come on, let's see if I can bring up the author. It's called voice journaling, and I can't think of the name of the author right now, and I should, because he is a writing guru that we all love. Where are we here? Oh, James Scott Bell. Brain. James Scott Bell, and he mentioned that he always has a voice journal, and I thought, well, what a better way to actually get deeper into your story than just start writing everything instead of writing normal generic kind of notes that you would write. Let everything flow through the voice of your character. Love that. Genius. Let's see. Phyllis to Rita, I like the idea of having physical pages in a folder. Yes. A nice notebook. Thank you. That's just one of the Michael's ones. I just thought that was so pretty. Elizabeth, I struggled with multitasking and driving due to my neurodivergent brain, and then have had emotional trauma at 18, and then since then had some health problems and injuries that prevented me from getting a driver's license. Well, and that's the thing, everything in its time and everything when it works for you, you know, and you have to just take a look at, and that's for anything that we do in life, guys. You just have to consider, are you in the right place right now to do this? And to do it, you know, it's an important thing to learn to do well as well. And if you don't have the time for it, you can't really rush something like that, right? Okay, guys, let's dive in. 5 minutes. Let's do our first journaling session of the day and dive on into our stories. For anyone who wants to give it a try, just try writing from your character's voice and filter all the ideas and the notes that you're kind of have floating around your head from your character's perspective. Okay, guys, 5 minutes. That's right. I'll see you guys on the other side of 5 and see how you did. Good luck, guys. Sorry guys, got into the zone of trying to figure out how to get this character to... She's met someone that she kind of feels connected to, but he's also like bad news because he'll remind everyone that she used to be like him, and that's kind of dangerous for everything she's achieved. So it's like trying to figure out how to quite get that wording in there. I should have just written down what I said. Let's see. Phyllis, good journaling session. I used it to update my Kanban and pulled out my writer's notebook. Thank you, Jess. Dawn, I use that session to go over what I wrote yesterday, and that 5 minutes goes fast. It does, and that's the idea. It's just enough time to get us kind of in the writer's headspace, get us kind of familiar with where we left off, and also kind of allows us to get a little connection to our story again before we went into the deeper 45. Let's see, Elizabeth, I thought of a good idea. I also have Sudoku puzzle I'm working on. I can think about the story while I work on a Sudoku. That's true. I love that on puzzle. Yeah, definitely. Elaine, I took a look at the last tweaks I need to make and figured out a form of attack. Love that. Hello, Tyler. How's it going? Hi, everyone. Just jumping in. Hope you're doing well, hon. Okay, guys. So how did that go for you in that 5 minutes? Yeah, I should have actually read back the last little bit of what I wrote last time, because I think that would have made it easier to get into voice. And I just tried to do it. I ended up kind of sliding into the natural, just note taking. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm doing. Yes, you're welcome. I could tell you were way deep in your thoughts. Figured out a problem in chapter 1, and now I'm toying with ways to fix it. Very nice. Okay, guys, we are going to dive into our 45-minute sprint, our first of two. Pour ourselves onto the page. I love 45s, guys. I'm going to keep my notebook handy to the side, and I am going to try to translate and sort of do a little bit of a breakdown of what I'm sure of inside of Scrivener, write a little bit and go back and forth as I journal my way to fixing the beginning of this. I still like the middle and the end of the way I have it, but the beginning bugs me to no end. So we're gonna see what I can do here. Let's see. I want to review my voice memo from yesterday. Perfect. Just one way will involve rewriting stuff in later chapters, so looking for another way. Sometimes necessary, but see if there's an alternate. Okay, guys. Girl, I said so much, I don't remember all of what I said in flow. Ooh, love that. Good problem to have. Okay, guys, deep breath. Get everything situated the way that you need, and let's dive into our writing. 45 minutes of pure sweet writing on the page. Yes, I just don't like that route. I love it, Jess. Okay, guys, let's pour ourselves onto that page and make the magic happen. I'll see you guys on the other side of 45. Good luck. Oops, get on the side there. amazing was that for you guys? Oh, felt so good. I'm using the, not had to guess, 500-600 words, breaking down about the first half of the story, I think, and not bad at all. Let's see, or is it half? No, not half. Quarter to a third. I have sort of notes sort of trickling in the latter part. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Jess, yes, I don't like that route. I love that. Jess, I think I found a solution to rewriting. I think I can sandwich some more details in between the opening and the middle part that's starting to feel weird to make what I wrote more realistic. Nice. Jess, the scenes I wrote will work just not as early as they appear. And that's often the case if something's out of whack timeline-wise. Jess, I went from finding the father dead in the home to a day later the family is living in the home. Logically, the house is a crime scene that has to be processed, so they can't be there right now. Elaine, almost finished tweaks. Still need to write an epilogue, but it's time for pancakes. Back post pancakes. Awesome. Amanda's joined us. Hello, I'm here late. That's okay. You arrive when you can. Elizabeth, I usually don't write with my left hand, and it shows in the messiness and speed of my writing, but at least I'm progressing. Nice. Jess, I found a few places in what I have so far that I jumped from one thing to the next bit of action or event and missed some stuff in between to tie it together. Is that a common first draft issue? Chaos is a regular first draft issue. I think often it happens because you will often write from the place of what you know, and sometimes you don't have every piece, right? Let's see. Phyllis, I didn't get much writing done, but I worked on a personal project and made dinner. I probably should have worked. Still very good. Jess, I got about 400 pages or so of type notes for chapter 1 and 2 of ways to fix some glaring issues that I might not implement until editing, but I feel better having a plan to fix the chaos. Love that. John got almost 1,000 words, but this is just a rewrite of an older story. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes the older story finally starts to come together in your head. You've been thinking about it, and now you can fix it. It's all good. Elizabeth, I have a new chapter I want to type up. Nice. Amanda, I'm working on my second round of revisions. Being able to sprint with people live really helps my motivation. Oh, I love that. That we get so much more done together. It's amazing. It's awesome. Join us as much as you can, hun. We have other sprints on our Heart Breathing channel as well, so come and join us. It's an amazing community on Facebook, Heart Breathing's community, writing community. There's a link in the description. Take a look and see and join us for all the writing. We generally have sprints every day. Tyler, I got 207 words. Very nice. Coro, after listening to my voice memo for a while, I got some new ideas, so I recorded those. The new voice memo is about 30 minutes. Ooh, that's a memo. Nice. Dawn, I think this time around I need to actually show my male leads hesitancy with what is going on instead of just going with it. Nice. Sherry, I should be editing book 1, but instead I wrote 840 words at book 2. If the deadline, get back out of book 1. If you have time and it's flowing, enjoy book 2. Jenna, working on admin things, catching up faster than I would. Nice. Elizabeth, I'm going to ice my shoulder and take a pain pill. I was prescribed today. Thanks, Mom, for picking up my pain medication. It says to take it with food, so I'll cook oatmeal and take it with that. Smart choice. Okay, guys, we are going to dive into our second 5-minute journaling. session in our writer's notebooks. Let's see, teeth on. Woo. Got my whole online class materials written, air compiled, and uploaded. Lost track of time. Ready to get back to work in progress next. Woo. Amazing progress. Nicely done. Elizabeth, this shoulder pain is getting worse. Take it bit by bit, hon. Maybe even do something. Try dictation for a little bit. That way you're not using anything but your voice as the computer, and totally give your shoulder a break. Courtney, hello. How late am I? You've missed our first 5-minute journaling and 1 45-minute sprint, but we still have another 5-minute journaling session, a 45, and then a cool down 5 minutes. So you still got a good chunk of time to go. Jess, have you seen a doctor, Elizabeth? Or is it still phone calls, son? Let's see. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on into our writer's notebooks and journal a little bit further into our stories and figure out what we want to do with the next 45 minutes and where we want to move the action to. Okay, guys, 5 minutes. I'll see you on the other side to see how you did. And then we'll dive into our second and final 45-minute sprint and pour ourselves on the page. But I'll see you guys in 5. Good luck. I'm loving doing this voice journaling, guys. Finding out so much more about this character. The other thing I did is if you guys have a notebook that doesn't want to, it's too new and it doesn't quite have the flat thing going on. This one's pretty good, but it's still pretty new. I just took a folded piece of index card here, and I've been folding it over the top edge after I've written a little bit, and it holds it down nicely, and the page is staying where I need it to. If you guys need a quick and easy fix, works great. Let's see. Elizabeth, Jess, I was at urgent care earlier today. I have tendinitis, I should say, for my repetitive movements as I work a repetitive manufacturing job. Dawn, I need to bounce out and get some dinner. Thank you for sprints. You're so welcome. Oh, guys, before I forget, I am back tomorrow. Plan with me at 3 p.m. Eastern and writing sprints at 5 p.m. Eastern. I think we're going to do the new setup for the plan with me. As long as everything, it's all together, it's just whether or not the video portion I've added will play nice. But hopefully we'll get to try out the new format. So looking forward to that, guys, tomorrow with you. Let's see. Jess, oh, I might have missed that bit earlier when I was focused on what I was doing. True. Diane has joined us. Hello, Diane. I'm popping in to give the like button some loving. Well, thank you, hon. I hope you're having a great day. M722, I started off rough, but I got in the flow. I took longer on my journaling to work through the scene. Perfectly fine, absolutely valid. I literally leave both up. I have the computer system up, which is why I'm back on my laptop, so I can have sort of both where I want it, and have Scrivener. I have Scrivener for my PC too, but it's I will say happily that I lean more toward the Mac version. I love it. Not that there's anything particularly bad about the PC version, just it started on the Mac and it's just a little bit cleaner and sweeter. Let's see. Your questions were helpful. I now know where the scene is going. Nice. Jenna, still chugging and plugging away at the admin task. Going to have nails done with mother-in-law tomorrow. Oh, sweet self-care. So probably you should pick out some design ideas. Nice. Coro, I decided to go age up one of my supporting characters. She was originally 4 years old during the majority of the story, but she'll be 6 instead. If it serves the story, perfect, right? Jess, I'm still plugging along with making notes of stuff that needs more thought for later. Hoping tomorrow when we write, I can draft some. Nice. Amanda, I love Scrivener. Then starting some editing. By the way, I love my Mac in general. Yes. I have a Mac Mini. I have less love for that one. I don't know why. I actually have it shared on this computer, so I can switch it between. I have a 2-monitor setup, so I can technically have my PC and my Mac Mini going simultaneously, which would be chaotic, I think, but at some point I should get back into playing with it, because technically if the cloud, I could have it on my Mac Mini and on my MacBook, and if I could figure out how to do that, I think that would be really awesome. Elizabeth, I'm cooking oatmeal now with a 2-pound bag of frozen corn on my right shoulder. Corn and frozen peas. They just work so well, don't they? Just I know drafting and editing at the same time is a slippery slope, but it's how my brain's working right now. Whatever works for you, hon, as long as it doesn't, as long as you don't end up in this cycle loop of not moving forward. Patrick has joined us. Hello, hon. How's it going? Okay, guys. Who is ready to dive into our next 45-minute sprint? Our last 45-minute sprint. We're going to have a 5-minute cool down, guys, so we can just kind of get everything out of our heads. Let's see. Coro to Elizabeth. Hugs. Diane. Sounds complicated. It's not supposed to be, from what I understand. If it's Mac-based and Mac-based, it's supposed to be super friendly. Have I done this? No. Should I? I should. Let's see. Um, Paget works one whatever works. Yes. Coral's Jess, that's a valid approach, definitely. And Diane, a Paget, love it. Let's see, Jess, that's why tomorrow I'm drafting seeds no matter what, so I don't do that. See, strategy, love that. Paget to Diane, oh, Diane, heart, I love it. Okay, guys, we're diving in. Let's throw ourselves on the page for another 45 minutes. Get all the magic out of our heads and onto the page where we can edit them later. Keep your writer's notebook handy. That way when things start to get sort of a little sideways, you can work it out in journaling, and it's often easier than on the computer. Okay, guys, let's dive in. 45 minutes. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side. How awesome was that, guys? I actually moved through the majority of the outline, keeping many of my previous scenes, which I think is awesome. Let's see. Let me go back and see where we left off. Pageant. I'm doing a second pass edit on book 3. After removing and replacing insulation in the master bathroom. It's so itchy. I recommend gloves for anyone undertaking this insane task. I recommend it gloves and a shower afterwards. It's so itchy. Insulation is awful. Elaine is back from pancaking. Just had to take a short break to clear my head because the scene I was reading over and taking notes on is an emotional one, but I'm back at it now. I feel bad for my character, but I did it too. I couldn't find anyone else to kill off, so it had to be his dad. There was just no way around it. Sorry I had to do it. Just his sister dying a few chapters later was just an unfortunate necessity in the name of tension. Not my fault. Seriously, we do need t-shirts made, guys. We do. Let's see, Jess, oh, trust me, I've thought about making a few hashtag shirts. We have to, we must. Jess, I just had a genius idea of an interesting way to use a thread I had started and forgot about that I made a note in the last sprint to get rid of because I thought I couldn't use it. Interesting. Elizabeth, writers can kill and not get in trouble. Jess, Elizabeth, it's one of the ways I cope with trauma from the past, laugh out loud. Yes. I can't do horrible things to actual human beings because jail is a real thing, but I can do it on paper. So true. So true. Phyllis, I am going to head out. Thanks for the sprint. You're so welcome. Elizabeth to Jess, totally understandable. My novel has many parts of me and my life in it. Amanda, I got a chapter and a half revised. Very nicely done. Elizabeth, I didn't write much since this shoulder pain is getting worse. I took a pain pill 15 minutes ago and so far it's doing nothing. At least I'm having good ideas in my head. Yes. Dictation, honey, give it a try. Google Docs, their dictation is pretty good. Not bad at all. Sherry, I had to take time to make and eat dinner, but I did do some editing and added 59 new words. Nice. Coro, I changed my main character's reaction to a guy. Huge difference. Interesting. Very cool. Diane, waiting on a file to process. Hear you on that one. Elaine finally started my blog. Congrats. Okay, guys. Jenna, email, catch up. Nice. Okay, guys, we're going to do our last 5 minutes cool down journaling, just to get any other ideas out of our heads down on paper where it'll serve us. Things where directions where you might see the story going, things you might have learned about your characters that haven't quite made it into the scene yet. Just anything and everything, just get it out of your head on paper. That way tomorrow you can read through it and you can get right back into the headspace where you were today. Okay guys, 5 minutes. Good luck. I'll see you on this side. how amazing was that for you guys? Wow. I just figured out, I don't know if that's supposed to call the B story or just a subplot, but oh, it works so well to structure the story and to move through the perspectives of two different people trying to protect their children and messing everything up. I love it. Oh, let's see, where do we end up here? Elizabeth Dictation seems to struggle to understand what my fast-talking self is saying sometimes. Also, I'll have to remind myself to say quotation mark when I need to, and I would forget to say quotation frequently since humans don't usually say quotation mark when talking. I could try it again and see if I can't figure out a way around those issues. I found, I think the simplest way is not worry about the quotation marks. Just say dialogue, say the dialogue, or say the dialogue, then say dialogue. And then later on when you go through and you're doing the editing phase, you can just simply say, search for the word dialogue, and then put the quotation marks and remove it, remove the word dialogue. And that way you're not having to slow yourself down anyway. Try and get the silliest quotation marks in there. Question marks. Again, maybe just say it after, search them out later, and then put the question mark in, and that way it's easier and you can stay in flow. Coro to Elizabeth, you might find Voice Memo or a similar Android PC version of the app. It helps me brainstorm, problem solve, plot holes, inconsistencies, and record myself at the same rate as my speaking. Find it useful, helpful. Nice. Heather, hello. Coming in to hit the like button from a hotel room in the cutest little town of Bartow, Florida. Very cool. I hope you're having a good vacation, hun. Amanda, I don't want the sprint to end. Well, that's a good sign. Guys, you could always use replay as well. For it works, and that way, anytime there are no live sprints, use a replay, guys. It's not quite the same, but it's closer to the feel, and you'll get so much writing done. Elizabeth, I figured some stuff out during these sprints. Very nice. Jenna, thank you. Oh, you are so welcome, hun. Jess, probably going to brainstorm a little more after we finish. Awesome. Heather, hey Jenna, I know I said I was going to go to sleep early, but my brain just won't let me, I guess. Elizabeth, seeing dialogue written multiple times would annoy my OCD. Unless it's a strategy. If you are the one implementing it, and it is a strategy to save you time, it might work. Heather, basically, it's a working vacation. That's pretty cool. I'm so sorry about this silliness with my phone. I changed all my notifications, turned them on, and now I can't seem to tweak them to be quiet when I need them to. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern for our planning session, and 5 p.m. Eastern for our writing sprints. I'm going to get off with you guys now so that I can work with the new setup for the planning and see if the video that I added yesterday has now incorporated itself the way it was supposed to make it all more streamlined, and see if it works. Either way, we will do the planning session. If the new setup works and it tests it through and it's functional, we'll use that. If not, for sure, we'll still use the one that we have that works. It's probably one of the first times I think I've ever used Google Slides, and I'm using it in OBS, which creates another layer of complication. So I'm trying my best so we can launch it tomorrow, because I like the new setup and I think that you guys will love it. Let's see, Elizabeth, yeah, I can just tell my OCD to go take a long break. Sherry, thank you for hosting. You're so welcome. The journaling really helps. See you tomorrow. Oh, I love hearing that. Coro, Tracy, you could put your phone on Do Not Disturb. That's true. That's true. I have it set for like evening, for nighttime, for bed and stuff. But yeah, I could do my sprint times pretty much stay the same. So I could put Do Not Disturb on during our live, and then it could not annoy me, which would be awesome. You are so welcome, Kokoro, and I love that suggestion. I'm going to try that. Elizabeth, maybe my OCD will decide to take a break if I yell back enough. And also, if it's a strategy that you are implementing, it should allow you, because it's not something that just is, it's something that you are doing specifically to, as a strategy to work for you. I don't know if your OCD will agree with you on that, but give it a go. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow for our planning session first, and then our writing. Go kick back and relax and just enjoy the rest of the day. You guys have been awesome, and as always, thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Oops, where's my thing? Bye, guys.